Hello everyone and welcome back to a new review for Death March, episode number 6. Boy, oh boy. This episode had some really good scenes, especially at the end of the episode, which was hilarious. I mean, really hilarious because you don't see this stuff happening. I mean, it's already rare that we have an older protagonist in an isekai setting. Well, he turned younger, but it doesn't change the fact that his mind is still of his old age. And having a protagonist who was going through his teenage years, high school days, through his 20s, and knowing, or be at least more familiar with women and girls in general, it really gives the chance to use some lines, some stuff in general to, how should I say it, spice it up, make it hilarious, and let other isekai protagonists just look like a little teenage kid who has never ever touched a woman before. So yeah, this was going on in this episode, especially with Satou being older than he looks like in this setting, just like Arisa is probably much older than she is in this fantasy world, because she's reincarnated, so yeah. But there's something else what's kinda bugging me, and to be honest, I've read many comments about how people dislike Arisa, and I don't get it. Why? Just why do people not like her? I mean, she's an entertaining character, she plays her role fairly well, but then again she says some pretty good things to, well, in this episode to Senna, and she takes care of Lulu and Tama, Pochi, and also a bit of Lisa. Less Lisa, but more Tama and Pochi. And we haven't really learned a lot about her yet. For example, from what time period she is she from the same time period than the protagonist? Did she die many years later, and through some weird time stuff going on, she was reincarnated just these years of her age before, or something else? We don't really know yet, but it's just a little thing that I would like to know, but it isn't really taking that much from her character so far. And yeah, so long story short, I don't really get why people dislike her. If they're like, well, yeah, okay, she's there, she's okay, so not leaving an impression, well, yeah, okay, still strange to me. Because when people are praising other characters from other anime for being good characters, and then I'm like, well, what? But yeah, that's maybe just a preference of taste or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, Arisa as a character, I really like her. And then we had a date going on with Zena and Satou. And then we saw Pochi and Tama running to them. And some of these shots were framed. I'm not sure if it is just me who's thinking this way or who was looking at it this way, but some of these shots looked pretty much like parents looking after their children. I know it's weird, but I really get the feeling that these shots are just like this. So yeah, just make them older, and then you would have parents watching over the kids. Also, when they were looking for a house that Satou could rent, they pretty much looked like a couple, and I really wish that Senna gets him, that she really gets him. I mean, it kinda is a harem, and yet it's not really a harem. I know it's weird, but most of the group is younger girls, to the point of this being more like, well, yeah, Satou taking care of them and liking them as his comrades, friends, maybe hell, even like family, daughter Ruth, I don't know, but there's nothing sexual going on. So is it weird that he's traveling around with slaves or former slaves who are quite a lot younger than him? Well, maybe. But the way he's looking at them, taking care of them, and basically raising them, it's so far from a lot of isekai or even fantasy stuff you see that are going the harem territory, where all the girls are in love with the protagonist, and the protagonist is so oblivious to their feelings that it's a pain to watch. But this time Satou is experienced. He's gone through all of that stuff, and yeah, he knows how he could kinda make Senna fall for him, or even the inn's daughter. Yeah, he knows that. He could do that. Is he doing it? No. Does it make him a wishy-washy protagonist? Not really, because he still has some common sense, and he's still thinking, or he's still with his mind of his 30-year-old persona, and not going for teenage girls. Well, it makes sense. So, does it continue into the story with him liking older girls because he has his old teenage appearance? Well, yeah, it will be funny. I'm in for those jokes. And yeah, so all in all, I really like those characters. They're cute, they're adorable, they are all likable, and they are fitting into the story. If there's so far a bigger overarching story, not really. Does it make it bad? Hell no. This is comfy, this is lean back, enjoy the stuff, and yeah, look at the good food and get hungry. But yeah. So yeah, it's really hard to dislike this show. I don't really know. I think people who really dislike it are, well, yeah, it still is based on their tastes, but why would they continue watching it then? Just to hate on it every single week when they watch an episode? Well, maybe. Or maybe they're having this weird mindset of, well, yeah, every show needs to be unique. Every show needs to be a new masterpiece. Hell no. Fuck that. Shows need to be comfy. Is every single Hollywood movie a masterpiece and unique? Hell no. So yeah, why does it have to be anime? It does not. Do we really need a story-driven show with amazing character development? Hell no. So yeah, do we need some, let's call it trashy stuff that just makes us feel good? Well, yeah, obviously we need it. So yeah, I think I will leave it at this. So all I can say is that I'm looking forward to see the next episode, because someone new is joining the group. We will get a bit of story there, and I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait for it. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and I hope I will see you guys next time as well. See ya!